Welcome to the Porte de la Chapelle Arena for Powerlifting at Paris 2024. We have the men's up to 65 kilo category coming up. The bar is being loaded and prepared for the athletes to come in a sport where it is not uncommon to see human beings lift in excess of 3 times their body weight. It is one of the fastest growing Paralympic sports in the world, and amongst our group this evening we have 4 making Paralympic debuts. We have the bronze medalist from Tokyo, Hocine Bettir, the silver medalist Amir Jafari, and the Egyptian legend Sherif Osman, who has 3 golds and a silver to his name from the up to 56 kilo category. But today he makes his bow in the weight category above at under 65. Jorge Carinao will be looking to register his lifts here, unlike in Tokyo. These are the records that have stood the test of time if you're Paul Kehinde of Nigeria. And here is our first competitor, prepared and ready to take to the stage. Sherif Osman's name called, and a look at our referees representing Thailand, Jordan and Brazil. The chief referee situated at the head of the bench, and the left and rights at the sides.
Sherif Osman then with the first lift of this men's up to 65 kilogram category. What a legend of para-powerlifting. Gold medal winner in Beijing, gold medal winner in London, and again in Rio. Gradually going up in weight, was silver in Tokyo in the up to 59, now in the 65. 41 years old. So many world titles, 6-time former world champion, just prowling the stage. A legend in his own country of Egypt, admired by many of the very, very talented Egyptians coming through in para-powerlifting. Hero to many in his homeland and to those around the world. First attempt of 193. Beaten in the up to 65 kilogram category here in Paris. First time in the Paralympic Games in this category for the great Sherif Osman. And a good lift. 3 white lights for Sherif. Huge round of applause from this crowd at the Porte de la Chapelle Arena. A knowledgeable crowd as well. You know exactly what Sherif has done in the past. 41-year-old in this new weight category starts off with a good lift. Needs 2 out of 3 for a good lift. 2 out of 3 of the referees to give the white light. But here he got all 3. Lots of lift down to the stop, and then the press was all very good. All too familiar as well for Sherif.
Jorge Carinao, the 33-year-old from Padre Las Casas in Chile. 3rd time at the Paralympic Games, having finished 6th in Rio with a best lift of 150 kilos. You can see right there, he has grown and moved on to far higher heights. Didn't register a good lift in Tokyo at the last Paralympics, so he will be absolutely desperate to get a good one away early here. He's got great experience across team, mixed team and individual affairs as World Championships go. Claimed gold so pleasingly in Santiago, in the capital of his home country, at the Pan American Games in November of 2023. That was with a lift of 190. He starts today with the first attempt of 193 kilos. Oh, he gets 2 red lights there, and one of them was for the stop sequence and one was for the press. Now the chief referee gave a white light. It was the 2 referees at the side. Reasonably unusual to see 2 reds given for 2 different reasons, and disappointing for Jorge Carinao. Now the stop sequence, it has to make contact with the chest and then be dead still before the press, the key part being locking out those elbows simultaneously. With 2 reds, it means it's a no lift, and Jorge Carinao waits till his second to make another attempt.
Ashok from India, Sonipat in India, 35 years old, first appearance at the Paralympic Games. Third in the Asian Para Games a couple of years ago, Hangzhou in People's Republic of China, and World Championships finished 7th last year in Dubai. To improve his physique. Well, he's improved that, and so found a for the sport as well. 35-year-old's very good at it here in Paris. 196, round 1. Ashok of India.
Start. Rock.
Very smooth. He's got a smile on his face, and no wonder he gets 2 out of 3 from the referees. Just the stop sequence from the referee to the right. But again, you only need the 2. Doesn't matter about what the other referee said if you get 2 white lights. And that is a good lift and a good start by Ashok, who is an early leader with 196 in round 1. Very smooth lift it looks.
Rack 14. Rack 14.
Down onto the chest, there's the stop and the press, locking those elbows out simultaneously. And a good lift to start his competition.
Hocine Bettir of Algeria, celebrating 2 decades of lifting, having taken up the sport in 2004. This man is a pioneer in Paralympic para-powerlifting terms in Algeria. His bronze in Tokyo in this division was the first medal of any colour to be claimed by an Algerian in the sports. Here he returns for his 3rd Paralympics, seeking another, seeking bronze or better. $197 on the bar, 5 kilos heavier than the best lift from Tokyo that delivered that historic bronze.
ما تنساش راري هيا ركز راهي عندك لافاش افطن افطن مع روحك
ستارت
بوس
راك
Push was the instruction, and push. Hocine Bettir did. 3 white lights. Unanimous approval from the referees. And it is a very good opening attempt from Hocine Bettir. 197 kilos, no sweat for the bronze bagging Algerian from Tokyo. Laser focused and a look in granular detail at the process that he goes through. It was hydraulic in nature and successful in approval.
Thomas Kure makes his Paralympic debut here with 202 kilograms on the bar. 35-year-old from Lagos in Nigeria. First time in the Paralympics, but used to major events. Fourth at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham 2 years ago, but last year in the World Championships, finished with a bronze medal. Now the lift was at 200 kilograms a year ago in this weight category. 2 years prior, finished 5th with 190, so you can see the natural progression in his career. Starting with 202. Strong physique, huge shoulders on Thomas. ...202 kilograms, round one.
Start.
Putting out the arms. See, the bar wasn't horizontal. That doesn't matter, but it's a no lift. The press from the referee to the left. Also, the body position as well. From the referee to the right. The bar doesn't need to be horizontal. The elbows dropped out at the same time. Body position again from one of the referees. Referee in the center, just behind the head of the lifter. Chief referee was fine. It's a no lift for Thomas. We'll be back in round two.
Great Britain's Mark Swan swaggers out to the bench for the first time at a Paralympic Games. A silver medalist at the Commonwealth Games in 2022. Gold at the European Open Championships in the same year. He's been open about his ambition that he is here to try and win gold.
Out. Unsuccessful. Okay.
Well, this is slightly unusual, is
2 minutes, please.
that while he was coming out, Mark Swan, a challenge had been mounted by the Nigerian lifter before him, which was then announced to be unsuccessful. So a little bit of disruption here for Mark Swan is, well, his routine and the rhythm to his timing as well disrupted, but in acknowledgement, the 2 minute clock has been reset. Each athlete has 2 minutes from when their name is announced to take to the bench and commence their lift. Mark Swan gets the clock back to 2 minutes and every second available to him. So a slight deviation in his normal preparation. But here at the Paralympics, a first lift.
Start. Rock.
And a powerful one at that. Absolute domination of the bar through the press sequence. 203 kilos notched up. And he looks like he had plenty of gas in the tank as well.
Same way. Yeah. Rock.
County Durham's finest. Powering through the press. And propelling himself to first place.
Rack height being adjusted, as well as the weights by loaders. Nominated heights by the athletes beforehand.
Bar is good.
And we're ready for Amir Jafari of the Islamic Republic of Iran. 38 years old. Silver medalist from Tokyo. Look at 195, starting at 203 here. Silver medals aplenty. 3-time World Championship silver medalist. Silver in the Asian Para Games. Silver in the Paralympics. Will it be gold here in Paris? Well, 203. His opening weight. Tehran. Amir Jafari is ready.
Rock.
That will be a no lift from the press sequence from all three referees. Fairly obvious. Well done to the loaders there. They were spotting that weight perfectly as it came back down towards Jafari, who will go backstage and again at either this weight or may well change depending on what else happens. Good onto the chest and then just couldn't lock the elbows, was inches away, and then as it came back down again, caught by those around the bar. Well done, everyone. It will be a no lift.
Here comes the world record holder, Zou Yi of the People's Republic of China. 2:22. He set in Hangzhou in 2023. But here at his first Paralympics, if you can believe that. His countryman Liu Li retired with gold after the Tokyo Paralympics. Zou Yi is here to try and take the mantle.
Start. Rock.
And it's a smart start from Zou Yi, who hoists an arm into the sky just to reassert his presence in the arena, not that anyone could have missed it. 210 kilos, 2 white lights.
193.
One referee.
712.
Unhappy with the press sequence. Stop on the chest. Clear to see. And then the press. Rocketing the bar up to a position of locked out elbows. And that's the mark of a man here for gold. And that's how the first round has shaped up. Zou Yi out in front with that lift of 210. The bronze medalist from Algeria, from Tokyo, in the same spot. And GB's Mark Swan on his Paralympic bow, situated in silver.
Okay. Good. Okay.
The spotter loaders in conference with the chief referee, and there's a small break before the sequence begins again. Just look at the weight that is sat on that bar, and that is prepped for our 8th lifter. There is far more weight to come.
Jorge Carinao of Chile. Santiago. Part of the mixed team who won gold in Santiago last year in the Pan American Games. What an occasion that would have been for Jorge in his home city. Took gold in this weight classification as well with 190, attempting 193 here. It was a no lift in round 1. 33-year-old ready to lift in round 2. 3rd Paralympic Games, 6th in Rio. Fortunately, didn't manage a lift in Tokyo, with 1 no lift here. So 193 in round 2. Jorge Carinao.
Start.
Rack is the call from the chief referee, so
Dangerous.
this will be a no lift. Press sequence from all 3 referees. Also, the stop sequence from the chief referee. He'd seen enough already and told the loaders to lift the rack. Well, Jorge has 2 no lifts to go back to Tokyo, replicate what he did there, and but 1 more lift here in round 3 for Jorge Carinao of Chile. He once again onto the stop sequence, and then the press, lifting higher with the left arm. That's fine as long as they get to the top and lock out the elbows at the same time. The bar can be higher on one side. The chief referee had seen enough.
Sherif Osman is targeting a lift of 198 kilos, which would be good enough to see him to the bronze medal position for now. We do not use the word legend lightly when speaking about Sherif Osman. He has 6 golds from various world championships dating back to 2010. He has 3 Paralympic golds going all the way back to Beijing in 2008. It is the first time we're seeing him in this weight classification at a Paralympic Games. And you simply cannot understate the impact that he's had on powerlifting in his country. The number of athletes who are here in Paris alone who reference Sherif Osman as their hero, their inspiration, their reason that they are trying to shift extraordinary weights above them on the bench. And he started in typical fashion with a successful opening attempt. 193 kilos mastered. 198 now before and above him.
Start.
Well, it was a lift under immense duress, but it is pure. It is 3 white lights. Oh, that felt good. That felt great. For one of the greats in every sense of the sport. 41 years young, a new weight division, and 3 white lights for 198 kilos. He takes a tumble on his walk down the ramp. It would lead them to the console where they'll enter their nominated weights for the 3rd round. It's 2 from 2 for the great Sherif Osman. And now on to India's Ashok.
Ashok lifted 196 in round 1, 199 in round 2. Ashok, India. Currently in 5th place. So we'll move him into 4th place as we reach the halfway point of round 2.
Start.
And another good lift, and this is 3 white lights for Ashok. A mighty lift of 199 kilograms. And indeed, Ashok will leapfrog into 3rd place currently.
15.
Ahead of Osman. Loving the applause from the Porte de la Chapelle Arena crowd. You have a mighty cheer when both of Ashok's elbows locked. Complete his lift. Ashok from India is into 3rd place. Again, at the halfway stage of round 2.
Amir Jafari from the Islamic Republic of Iran. A steely-eyed look in the eyes of the man from Tehran. A silver medalist at Tokyo with a best lift of 195. Now, the first attempt didn't go to plan, it's safe to say. The bar was rocketing up and he seemed to hit a wall just as he was reaching the apex and beginning to get to the stage of locking the elbows out. The spotters had to step in. So 203 once again. yeah. Oh yeah, Amir Jafari. An explosion of power
14.
and an explosion of relief and emotion. The pressure was on, but he channeled that pressure into the press. The elbows locking out, 3 white lights, and the silver medalist from Tokyo up into the bronze position.
Hocine Bettir, bronze medalist from Tokyo, with 204 indeed on the bar. World champion from Tbilisi in 2021. So 204. A 34-year-old. Lived in for 20 years now. To the men's up to 65 kilogram classification. Paralympic Games in Paris 2024. 204. Move up into silver medal position at this stage of round 2.
Start.
Hocine Bettir, it's a good lift. It's a perfect 3 white lights for Hocine Bettir. And he leapfrogs, not 1, 2 or 3. He goes up 4 places, up into the 2nd place position on the leaderboard. And Hocine Bettir milking in the applause, soaking it in. He'll use that, I'm sure, for attempt number 3. Very powerful lift, very measured, controlled. Just a case of whether he could complete the press right at the top. Perfect on the way down the stop as well. He had the strength to lift 204 in round 2 and lift himself at the moment in 2nd place.
A wonderfully tense and taut competition we have on our hands here, and another protagonist thrown into contention in Nigerian Thomas Kure. 202 was his first attempt, which was deemed a no lift. There was a challenge that was unsuccessful. And he is getting some final words of counsel, some final words of inspiration to fuel the fire in his belly. 205 kilos lies between him and the silver medal position, currently populated by Hocine Bettir. Two hours a day, 3 times a week. Those are the efforts that go in the shadows so that he can shine in the city of lights. 205 kilos to take the silver medal position.
Start.
All eyes on the referees and the board. All eyes on 2 white lights. Thomas Kure has entered the men's up to 65 kilo chat. And he's in the silver medal berth with a lift of 205 kilos. All important final readjustments. The stop sequence followed by a successful press. Bouncing back from his first attempt.
Here comes Mark Swan of Great Britain, currently in 4th place. 203 kilograms lifted in round 1. There's 208 on the bar. This lift would catapult Mark Swan up into the 2nd place position, the silver medal position here in Paris. 23-year-old psyching himself up. Already surpassed the 192 he lifted in the World Championships, finishing 4th 3 years ago now in Tbilisi. Mark Swan is on the medal hunt here.
That's it, man. Come on.
Plenty of time, well over a minute to go. Straps being applied, plenty of time. I'm sure everything in position. Mark Swan, Great Britain. 208 kilograms, round 2. Explosive power. Coach likes it. Mark likes it. And the referees like it as well, all 3. Well, it's a perfect lift then for Mark Swan in round 2. 208 kilograms will move Mark Swan above Hocine Bettir and Thomas Kure into the silver medal position. 2 from 2 for Mark Swan. 208 kilograms in round 2. It's in a silver medal position. Explosive power in the press sequence. Locking the elbows in perfect synchronicity. The roar from Swan matching that of the crowd. Plenty of British support here.
Goodness me, what a contest we have on our hands here at the Porte de la Chapelle Arena. A wonderful crescendo incoming. Zou Yi is looking to probably take himself out of that conversation though. He's been sat pretty and continues to be in said position with a successful opening lift of 210 kilos. He's thrown another 3 onto the bar, still some way away from his world record of 222. This will just give him that bit of breathing room and in doing so apply pressure down on those beneath him. 213 kilos for Zou Yi.
Start.
It's pretty serene, isn't it? Pretty controlled. And it's pretty pleasing. The referees who all give a white light to the man from China, who is quite simply the man to beat out here. Total control all the way through the press. Zou Yi extends his lead at the top. confirmation of our top three, and the big breaking news is really Thomas Kure, unsuccessful opening lift, but now sat in bronze position. Amir Jafari with the best lift at 203, Hocine Bettir 204, Thomas Kure 205, Mark Swan 208. There are twists and turns to come in this final round of lifting.
Jorge Carinao. Now we have no lifts in round one, no lifts in round two. Fortunately for Jorge, following the pattern of Tokyo. Santiago will not want to leave Paris with the same record. 193. Once again, he lifted 190 when winning the Pan American Games last year in his hometown. He's 3 kilograms more. Round 3, para powerlifting ends up to 65. Classification in Paris. 193. Third attempt at this weight.
Start.
Well, the biggest cheer from the crowd. And a good lift, a little bit of a sigh of relief there. Well, that's absolutely superb. A brilliant lift. Everyone in the Porte de Chapelle Arena is applauding Jorge Carinao. And you've got a record from the previous Paralympic Games, which unfortunately reads 3 no lifts. And then you have 2 no lifts here in Paris. Everyone was willing Jorge on. The first part was good, and then the press. Everyone extended their arms here. And thankfully, Jorge Carinao did just that. There's the sigh of relief. 193.
Sherif Osman makes his way to the stage for the third and final time. He has shown no ill effects of the shoulder injury that he sustained a couple of years ago. He is tough as teak, Sherif Osman. You go all the way back to when he won gold in London. He picked up an injury just before then, 3 months before, in fact, and he still powered through to the top of the podium. Well, here, this is new ground. The Egyptian pioneer of the sport is breaking even more new ground. Up in the up to 65 kilo category for the first time, with 2 successful lifts, and now with 200 kilos on the bar. This to take 6th position and put pressure on India's Ashok ahead of him. There'll be no medals this time for Osman, but there will be immense pride if he can get a good lift with 200 kilos above him.
Start.
Up.
A lift too far for one of the best to ever do it. A moment of internal reflection, and now a moment of external appreciation to all who have had the privilege of watching Sherif Osman in action on the bench once again. Those claps just getting a little stiffer, a little angrier, that he probably feels, the great competitor within him feels that lift lay inside. But it is a no lift, and that is the end of Sherif Osman for this Paralympics.
Ashok has 206 kilograms on the bar. Currently in 6th place, Ashok, and this will move, if successful, Ashok up until the 3rd place position. So this to move into 3rd with 5 lifts, 5 lifters still to take part in round 3. All Ashok can do is put himself in a position to put pressure on the others. It's been a fabulous competition for Ashok. First ever Paralympic Games. 2 lifts have been successful, 196 and 199. Here with 206 kilograms in terms of lifts in major championships, way beyond anything a 35-year-old has lifted before. To move into 3rd place, Ashok.
1, 2, 3. Start.
It will be a no lift. Ashok tried to lock out the elbows, couldn't complete the press sequence. Stop sequence given as well from 2 referees. But Ashok will finish here in Paris with a lift of 199 kilograms in round 2. Ashok will be in 6th position here in Paris. See once again his attempt. 206, got halfway up the press. And then the spotter's taken over. Ashok, 6th place for India.
Now things get really interesting. Amir Jafari of the Islamic Republic of Iran is currently in 5th position with a best lift of 203 kilos. Ahead of him in 4th is Hocine Bettir with 204. Thomas Kure, 205 in bronze. Mark Swan, silver in 208. Amir Jafari has loaded up 206. A failure in his first attempt. Redemption at 203 in his second. 206 here now for a bronze berth. Jafari has gone to the well. And he has delivered a lift of 206 kilos. And he has propelled himself up the table. And he now sits in bronze. He's put all the pressure on those that will follow. An immense lift that almost lost momentum. but he found the strength, both within and physically, to power the bar. Amir Jafari in the bronze berth with a lift of 206.
Hocine Bettir of Algeria. 2 lifts so far of 197 and 204, now 209 on the bar. Now he's currently in 5th position. Here's Hocine, and this, if successful, will move Hocine Bettir from 5th to the silver medal position. Bronze medalist from Tokyo has an attempt here to move into the silver medal position in Paris. Former world champion. Bettir takes 4 minutes before steadying himself underneath the bar. 209 kilograms to move into the silver medal position in round 3.
Start.
Hocine Bettir. It's a good lift. And a tremendous celebration, matching the effort. And that propelled 209 kilograms up into the air. Hocine Bettir is right in there with a chance of another medal. The poise beforehand, the grace, and then all of a sudden, the extreme power. Takes a full minute to get himself in the position mentally to then lift. And then it's all physical. An explosive power to lock out the elbows. 209 kilograms. And a celebration to match what was an outstanding lift.
The gauntlet thrown down by yet another imperious lift in this enthralling men's up to 65 kilo final, and the arrival of one of the key protagonists, Thomas Kure of Nigeria. He was unsuccessful with 202 in his first lift, righted the wrongs in his second with 205. He has a whole 7 extra kilos on the bar now, with Coach Patience Igbiti making sure everything is how his lifter likes it. Thomas Kure, a 212 here, will put him into silver, and it will really throw down the gauntlet to Mark Swan, who is still to follow. 212 to secure silver for now.
Start.
Oh, goodness me. 2 red lights, and the turquoise blocks you see underneath signify that it was a body position issue. Now they have 60 seconds here, the Nigerians, to enter a challenge. You have unlimited challenges in para-powerlifting. I wonder, given the stakes, given it being body position, it's difficult to ascertain there. But by the looks of things, Kure is settled for the outcome, and it'll be a no lift for the Nigerian.
Mark Swan strides to the bench. Currently in third place, a bronze medal is secure. But Mark wants more. He's attempting 213 kilograms, already safe with 208. Now this 213 would lift Mark Swan from bronze to silver. Mark Swan, see him in Durham for a silver medal here in Paris, 213 kilograms. Once again, bronze is assured. This is for silver. 1 minute to go. Straps still being applied. Plenty of time for Mark Swan. 23-year-old looking for silver here. Once again, 213 in round 3.
Start.
Mark Swan of Great Britain, he's celebrating, and he's got a good lift, and he's got a silver medal. 2 of the 3 referees give white lights, and that's what it means to go from bronze to silver. Silver medalist for Swan. A perfect competition. 3 good lifts, 203, 208, and now 213. And Mark Swan, the perfect competition, and is a silver medal winner. Being cheered on by not only supporters in the crowd, but
15.
athletes as well. Pure power from Swan. What a celebration. And that celebration, I'm sure, will be on the podium in a short while. Mark Swan, silver medalist for Great Britain.
Now, Mark Swan is assured of silver. However, with both he and Zou Yi being within range of the Paralympic record, they are within 10 kilos. They have the option of a power lift, a 4th lift. And we can see from our internal system that Mark Swan has nominated himself to go for that record. So Zou Yi will lift 215 here. He's already got the gold with the 213 he has, but he may well have to go again. But for now, Zou Yi has 215 kilos above him. He has the gold in his grasp. This will tighten his grip.
Start.
Well, that might just be the best of all 3 of Zou Yi's lifts. 215 and cruising for the world record holder from the People's Republic of China. And while that is undoubtedly the biggest, the best lift
221.
after round 3 in this competition, it isn't the last that we're going to see of Zou Yi, and it's not the last we'll see of Mark Swan, because both he and Yi have eyes on record-breaking lifts here at Paris 2024.
Look at the amount of weight on the bar. This is 221 kilograms. This is an attempt for a new Paralympic record. Mark Swan with a power lift. His previous attempt, the end of the regulation event, was 213, puts him within the 10 kilogram of the Paralympic record. And he gets a chance of what is known as a power lift. Here comes Mark Swan. 221 is on the bar, a full 8 kilograms more than his third round lift of 213. Again, silver is assured. $221 kilograms for Mark Swan. A new Paralympic record.
Come on, rip into this now.
Plenty of encouragement being given to Mark Swan from his coaches. For a new Paralympic record, an incredible weight, 221 kilograms.
Start.
Mark Swan, he got halfway up on the press. It's going to be a no lift. He was halfway there. My word, everybody in the Porte de la Chapelle arena was trying. Everyone was extending their own arms. But Mark Swan, he's going to be a silver medal winner in the Paralympic Games, attempting a powerlift of a mighty 221 kilograms. It wasn't to be in terms of Paralympic records, in terms of gold medals, but a fabulous competition. Once again, Mark Swan is a silver medal winner. And here we'll look on at a fabulous competition. 3 from 3. And lifting so much, he was given a power lift for gold, and also that Paralympic record. He gave everything, and now he will watch on as Zou Yi will attempt his record attempt.
The efforts of Mark Swan has pushed the reigning world record holder to this point, returning to the stage, sizing up the bar for a fourth and final and potentially record-breaking time. No human in existence has ever lifted this weight in para-powerlifting in this division on the planet. Zou Yi to lift 223 kilos and break his own world record.
Start.
So close to the ultimate climax, to one of the most enthralling competitions we've experienced at the Porte de la Chapelle arena. Maybe no world record, it already is his, but it is gold at Paris 2024 for Zou Yi. The stop sequence dead, and So nearly driving through the resistance that he met halfway through. An understated celebration for an out-of-this-world performance in a quite remarkable competition. Well, we and all in the Porte de la Chapelle Arena have been treated to a true para-powerlifting spectacle. So much competition, so many twists and turns, but the ultimate throwdown is that it's bronze for Algeria's Hocine Bettir, silver for Great Britain's Mark Swan, and it is glorious gold for China's Zou Yi.
aux enfants, bravo aux éducateurs, aux directeurs, aux professeurs d'être restés si tard. Un jour de la semaine, on s'est régalé. Merci, grâce à vous et à cette ambiance dans cette finale masculine des moins de 65 kilos. On vous envoie du love. Messieurs, la cérémonie des vainqueurs de cette épreuve de Powerlifting, moins de 65 kilos.
The medal ceremony here at the Porte La Chapelle Arena for the men's up to 65 kilo final in para powerlifting at Paris 2024.
Please welcome the medalists.
The medalists warmly received, and right they should be, because these are 3 of 8 who treated us to a quite supreme competition that had the arena roaring all the way to world record attempts. So a member of the Paralympic Order, Mr. Jorge Ochoa, and Mrs. Eva Baldesin, who is the Paris 2024 Head of Paralympic Family Services, here to bestow the medals upon this worthy trio.
Bronze medalist representing Algeria, Bettir.
Hocine Bettir of Algeria does just as he did 3 years ago in Tokyo. He claims bronze, and what a battle it was. It all went down to the 3rd and final round of lifting for the Algerian, pitted against many a fine fellow lifter. But it was Bettir who prevailed, and he takes his second Paralympic bronze in the sport. Hocine Bettir, bronze in the men's up to 65 kilo para powerlifting.
Silver medalist representing Great Britain, Swan.
Mark Swan, remember the name. 23 years old. His first Paralympics. One that served him with an opportunity to go for the Paralympic record, and he got oh so close. And were it not for the man he was pitted against, it could well have been gold, but it is silver for Mark Swan at Paris 2024 in the para-powerlifting.
Gold medalist and Paralympic champion representing People's Republic of China, Zou Yi.
The People's Republic of China's very finest. Zou Yi came here with a reputation. He came with the world record. And he had to dig deep. He had to dig into all that experience, all of that pedigree, with a gold-hungry pack chasing behind him. However, he had it within him and remains peerless. It is gold for Zou Yi of the People's Republic of China.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if you're able for the anthem of People's Republic of China.
Ce sont vos médaillés paralympiques.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic medalists.
Your podium for the men's up to 65 kilo para-powerlifting final. Bronze for Algeria's Hocine Bettir, silver for Great Britain's Mark Swan, and gold for China's Zou Yi.